going on, AFC East Roundtable? We're back live yet again on a Wednesday night. It's May 29th, and it's a beautiful evening because we're in the heart of OTAs. We got a lot of buzz, a lot of stuff circulating around the NFL, and more specifically within our division in the AFC East. Excited to be back on our weekly segment here on the AFC East Roundtable. Welcome to the show, everybody. Don't forget to simply hit the like button. If you want to help out this show and get it to the top of the YouTube algorithm, hit the like button on your way in and subscribe to this YouTube channel. We are so close to a 15,000 subscriber goal, and that is something that we're really striving to get to by the end of OTAs leading into training camp. So we would love it if you guys can help us out by simply subscribing and sharing the channel with your family, your friends. Let's get straight into business. TD, welcome back, man. Good to see you on a Wednesday night.
Like button.
Oh, he went mute. That's crazy.
He went mute.
That's wild. He's screaming so loud.
That's wild, bro. Oh wow, he's
Wow.
still good.
So TD, you're still yelling, but your mic cuts out when you do that. Hope you know that. Yeah, your mic. You're yelling that loud, but unfortunately, no one can hear you.
That's all right. That's all right, man. We live. We're in charge here tonight on the AFC East Roundtable. What up, Kobe? What up, Dan? What's going on, man? How y'all feeling?
Dude, you know what, man? I'm feeling fantastic. It is also a beautiful day down in the panhandle of Florida. So by the way, y'all see that image of Trevor Lawrence and Daniel Jones' first 48 games?
I did not. I saw the one with like Joe Burrow and the most like passing yards.
No. In fact, exact same stats.
Wait, Daniel Jones and who?
And Trevor Lawrence, first 48 games in the NFL.
I told you.
Exact same stats.
I told you.
Exact. I was like, wow, dude.
Lawrence?
Yeah, man. With that being said, follow Dan on TikTok for more.
That's well. I mean, I just saw that and I thought it was absolutely hysterical because we were talking about like the whole like Lawrence scenario. I'll be like, and so is he worth it or is he not? And I don't know. So like that's why I was a bit distracted because I was humored by that. But besides that, I'm excited, man. I'm excited to talk a little AFC East OTAs. Have some exciting announcements as always, and life's good, brother.
Life is good. And speaking of those announcements, guys, we have 3 events coming up this season. Week 6, Buffalo Bills taking on the New York Jets at MetLife Stadium. All right, I'll stop. That's the Monday Night Football theme, if you couldn't tell. At MetLife Stadium, we're running it back. Definitely keep your schedules open for that game, folks. Week 6, Buffalo Bills versus New York Jets, Monday Night Football. And then we are headed to Buffalo, Week 9, Miami Dolphins versus the Buffalo Bills. Now, this is the one game of the 3 that you will not be selling game tickets to. So if you guys are interested in coming to Buffalo for the Bills-Dolphins game, we are going to be hosting a huge tailgate party and a Saturday night bar party the day before the game for Week 9 in Buffalo. We're going to take over the city of Buffalo. Roundtable Sports will be there representing. And then last but not least, Week 14, Jets versus the Dolphins in Miami. We are trying to lock down a really awesome part of the Dolphin Stadium, have an exclusive event just for our people. So keep on the lookout for the details. Email us at afceastroundtable@gmail.com to get added to the priority list. And you can get more details through that email. And if you have any questions, any concerns about the events, definitely shoot us an email. You see it on the screen right there, afceastroundtable@gmail.com.
Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget that training camp is near. Training camp is coming real soon for all of our respected teams. You know, I go to training camp. Richie goes to training camp. Right? Kobe, do you go to training camp?
Yeah, man. So I don't live in Boston right now, unfortunately, but I make the trip like 3 times a year just to go down to Boston and report for training camp. So I'm there every single year. I'll be there this year too.
Nice. Dan, you making any training camp visits at all?
This year I'm trying to go to at least 2 days of it.
Nice. Let us know in the chat if you go to any training camps, see if you can meet up with any of us at those respective camps. But the reason why I bring up training camp is because, let's be honest, training camp is hot, humid, especially in Miami, and above all, it is sweaty. So, ladies and gentlemen, tonight's sponsor has you covered. Mando, ladies and gentlemen, take Mando to training camp with you, okay? Whole body deodorant. Mando is seriously safe to use anywhere on your body. Your pits, your packages, grundles and molds, belly buttons, butt cracks, stinky crevices, stomach folds, and your feet, okay? Now the best thing is it was created by a doctor who saw firsthand how normal body odor was being misdiagnosed and mistreated, okay? Mando's whole body deodorant is powerful enough for the toughest deodorant, but gentle enough to use anywhere, always. Put your Mando on it, your family jewels. I'm just saying it helps out without any worry because Mando is aluminum free, baking soda free, cruelty free, dye free, and vegan. Clinically proven to control odor better than a shower with soap alone. Yes, I did say better than a shower. 12 hours after a shower, the average man's grundle odor level was 5 out of 10. But with Mando, the average grundle odor level is 0 out of 10, keeping you fresh and clean, okay? So remember, it is clinically proven to control your body odor. Right here tonight, you can get your starter pack using code AFC East, okay, is perfect for new customers. It comes with a solid stick deodorant, cream tube deodorant, 2 free products of your choice, like the mini body wash and the deodorant wipes, and free shipping. Luckily, the discount code to help you get hooked on my favorite smelling whole body deodorant on the market, okay? All right, new customers get $5 off a starter pack with our exclusive code. That equates to over 40% off your starter pack using code AFC East, ladies and gentlemen, at shopmando.com, shopmando.com. So make sure you check it out. I got my whole pack. I got the wipes ready for y'all. I got the soaps ready for y'all at the camp. Everything you need. Go get your starter pack so that you can make sure you stay fresh, keep that grundle order in check for training camp. Mando, check it out. Supporting our sponsors is supporting the channel, and we stand behind this sponsor, okay?
Absolutely, guys. A great way to support what we do here at the AFC East Roundtable. Simply purchasing yourself a starter pack. You see here, you put in the AFC East promo code, you get $5 off. Great value for a package of really high quality products. And again, you will not be disappointed when you get to handpick your starter pack on the Mando website. You get to choose your scents for each different type. All you guys got to do is use the promo code. That link is pinned at the top of the live chat. It's also down below at the top of our description and at the top of the comments section if you're watching it on replay. So shout out to Mando for being a proud sponsor of the AFC's Roundtable, baby. Let's go.
Get your grundle right. Get your grundle right. Let's go, baby.
Grundle right. Exactly.
Right, baby. That's what
I need a shirt. I need a shirt with like TD's face on it. You know, just smiling, 2 thumbs up. Get your grundle right. That's what I'm looking for.
And so it really works, folks. Sometimes I like print out some of TD's takes and I wipe Mando over it, and it improves them.
Yeah, you know, let's go for a good show without any crazy takes from TD tonight. That's what
do you mean? That's not our show. That's not.
I need at least one show to
Sorry,
just revive myself from the last couple of weeks. I mean, between TD, between some of Richie's takes, between the guy in the comment section last week trying to say the Patriots reached for Drake May. I mean, I can lead you to water, but I can't.
Welcome to the AFC East Roundtable.
I can lead you to water.
The AFC East Roundtable. Superfish with a $10 super chat comes in and says, "Here's food for thought on how much is Waddle worth question. Waddle has only 200 less yards than Amon-Ra St. Brown in the same 3 years, also with 64 less catches. Amon-Ra got 4 years, 120 mil, with 77 million guaranteed." Well, now, correct me if I'm wrong, but Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Look, let's just be real. Amon-Ra St. Brown, realistically, right now, he did get overpaid, but what you have to understand is that the market for the NFL is going to change. What we look at for $20 million, what we look at for $20 million for a receiver, now what we looked at a couple years ago being like top of the market. And we're talking like, damn, that's what quarterbacks should be making, not wide receivers. Now they're making $30 million. What we know about contracts over the next few years is going to change with the new deals and the new TV deals and broadcasting deals and whatnot that the NFL is going through and what teams are going through themselves.
Also, let's not just forget that what Amon-Ra St. Brown did last year in one season is way more than what Jaylen Waddle's ever done. And yes, I get it. Amon-Ra's the number one option. Waddle's not. I get it. But that's why he got that contract. We haven't seen Waddle put up those types of numbers in a season yet.
I don't get it. Had Tyreek ever put up those kind of numbers in the season before he got his money? He hit just
TD, do you not understand what I'm saying? You look at the numbers, Amon-Ra St. Brown lit up the league last year. We have not seen Jaylen Waddle do that. So therefore, he's not justified to get that money, in my opinion. $30 million.
Just one year, huh?
So I still stand by the fact that I think that Waddle deserves the exact same contract as Devontae Smith.
Yeah, exactly.
What was that Devontae Smith contract again?
Do you not understand what I'm saying?
It was like $25 million average per year, and they're both wide receiver twos from their respective team. They both put up very similar numbers their first 3 years. And
that's
they're almost like strikingly exact as far as every single category between Devontae Smith and Jaylen Waddle. And I love Devontae Smith. He's a great wide receiver. So is Jaylen Waddle. But I just think that that's like a good basis to base a contract off of. But honestly, say that I was Waddle, I'd wait. I wouldn't even be pushing for a contract this year, especially if Tyreek Hill leaves next year / retires.
But so TD, you're doubling down with that Amon-Ra St. Brown comparison that he should still get $30 million, and you look at what St. Brown did last year, and you're not agreeing with what I said.
Yeah, but you're looking at what St. Brown did last year. He
had
a
$100
$15
million contract. Makes sense.
Yeah, but I'm saying he had 1,500 yards. I mean, Waddle's, again, he's the main guy, and Waddle had a season with 200 less yards than that, but averaged more per.
What's Tyreek making?
Bro, he literally put up
30.
back-to-back 100 receptions, 106 yards, and then 119 yards.
Yeah,
I get it. He hasn't been given the opportunity, but
Waddle's 104-year receptions.
Yeah, with what, like averaging 2 yards per catch? I mean, what are we talking about here?
18, Richie. That's what I'm saying. 18. Waddle went crazy 2 years ago.
9.8 yards.
Look at it like this.
2 years ago.
Look at it like this.
Amon St. Brown, year 2, he went crazy. I get it. But Waddle went crazy with Tyreek. But remember, nobody's also talking about the fact that Waddle actually got hurt last year. Nobody's talking about that either.
Now, I think where the Miami Dolphins are currently at with their offensive situation is very, very similar to kind of like where the Bengals are at, right? You have 2 star-studded wide receivers. You have a wide receiver 2 that realistically could be a wide receiver 1, but your wide receiver 1 is so top tier that your wide receiver 2 is never going to peak past him. But are you going to tell me that, you have Tyreek making $30 million, and then let's say that you give Waddle $25 million a year? Are you really going to pay
saying he's worth $30 million?
Are you going to pay $55 million a year just for 2 wide receivers on top of having to give Tua a massive contract that you're going to have to give him, where he's probably going to be making $40-50 million plus a year? What you have to think about is what's your future looking like at the wide receiver position, because this is something that the Bengals are going through right now. You obviously have Jamar Chase.
Tyreek's last year, though. This might be Tyreek's last year in Miami.
But I think and we as fans will not know that, but that's what the Miami Dolphins have to figure out behind the scenes is the future of Tyreek Hill, because you're clearly going to roll with Tyreek longer than you're going to roll with Jaylen Waddle. But it is not a smart financial move, though, to pay, $70+ million on 3 offensive players alone on a year-to-year basis.
Colby, this debate also, TD thinks he's worth $30 million a year, and I'm trying to ground him and realize 25.
Richie, he could get 30. Listen.
That's the ludicrous stuff.
Do you realize Waddle didn't play 3 games last year?
and we're gonna say like that.
So when we
He should
want to
be healthy.
compare numbers, I mean that's fine. You could say that, but all I'm saying
What does Waddle do in the postseason? By the way, he's absolutely a shell of himself. Amon-Ra St. Brown steps up in the postseason.
Well, what if Miami
Amon-Ra
Dolphins?
St. Brown is a way better receiver than Jaylen Waddle. I'm sorry to tell you that.
So with TD, here's my question though. Like,
Bro, he steps up in the pressured moment. Waddle does not. He's a shell of himself with drop issues. Give me a break.
Now here's my question. When it comes to Waddle, TD, are you just trying to like sort of manifest this because you want him to be
No,
or would you prefer him to be that? Because listen, I feel that number one, there's no way that they're going to have a contract for him this year, especially with Tua still like at the helm by itself. If you were to bring this up next year and say that Waddle goes scorched earth, like once again, he gets super consistent based off of all of the trajectories of these wide receiver contracts stacking up year after year after year after year, then maybe I would buy it.
So the reason why this is even a topic or had been a topic is because when what's his name yesterday got his money?
Nico
Collins.
Nico Collins. When Nico Collins got his money, Richie actually said something that triggered me, not in a terrible way. It was just like, man, we don't talk about this. We're all talking about Tua, but Waddle got to get paid. And I'm like, but how much are they going to pay him? And that's when it started to come up. And then it's like, man, he could get 30. And the dilemma is here. Not that the Dolphins are going to give him 30, but that's the dilemma for us. I think we could all agree if he was a free agent, you might as well put a 3 in front of the number. Because some team, even if you don't think he's worth it, is going to start with the 3 with Waddle. But the problem is, man, if we're not going to give him the 30, if him and his agent knows that play this year out and you're going to see a 3 the year after, even if it's on a franchise tag, because by then the average top 3 may be in that range too. So what do the Dolphins do at this point? Because you can't make this man play the 4th year, can you? Can you not lock him in?
Yeah, Justin Jefferson played a 4th year without an extension.
Well, I get that. And look at them now. The price keeps going up, but the price keeps going up. You can't tell me what they could have inked Justin Jefferson last year for.
If I'm Jaylen Waddle, I don't sign a contract.
Exactly. So that's where the conversation derives. It's like if the Dolphins don't cough up 28 plus or 30 million, it's like he's probably going to turn anything down because he can get 30 annually. And that's the problem. But to Kobe's point, the Dolphins are in the same T. Higgins, Jamar Chase situation because both of them need their contract at the same time. If they sign Waddle today, the first 2 years of the contract, you know that they had a low cap numbers. You know what I mean? So if they want it, it's a perfect situation for stacking. Tyreek's top years, while Waddle, when he gets his new deal, the first year is going to be a $7 million cap hit. The next year is going to be 18. Then he starts getting way up there, but Tyreek will be gone by then. So our situation isn't the same. They're talking about inking 2 guys on a big contract at the same time. We won't have that concern. But Tua's money has to be paid as well because next year we're already negative $2 million right now, if I'm not mistaken, for next year.
You see, though, I'm not giving Jaylen Waddle that contract now. Like, look, it makes sense if the Dolphins would want to get maybe that contract extension done now because, TD, to your point, the longer they wait, the longer that price is ultimately going to go up. And if you're Jaylen Waddle, you say, well, you know what? You're not going to give me $30 million a year. I guarantee you that if he hits the open market, there's going to be a team that's going to overpay for him. Why? Because we do not see true wide receiver ones ever hitting the open market. How many wide receiver ones were supposed to hit the open market this offseason? Michael Pittman, Mike Evans, T. Higgins, none of those guys hit the open market. It's going to be the same situation next year. And that's why you're going to have to bid maybe a little bit more to keep him here. But the question mark is for Jaylen Waddle is, are you going to be able to be a true wide receiver one, which I do believe he's going to. His rookie year without Tyreek Hill, when he was asked to be the number one wide receiver, he was able to put up 1,015 yards. But at the end of the day, is he going to be able to play at the level he's playing at now? Because right now he's playing as a wide receiver too. He's getting treated and getting, defensive coverage as a wide receiver too. And statistically, his yards per game, he has been significantly better over the last 2 years when Tyreek has gotten got to the Miami Dolphins. So I think the question mark is when he is asked to consistently be the number one guy that dictates coverage, is he going to be able to take over that same Tyreek Hill role and still have that same impact? Right now, I could not give him $30 million a year with all of these question marks. What I would do is I would say, you know what? Maybe you front load the contract and you say, if you produce, we can come back to this contract. We can renegotiate the contract or give you a pay raise. But right now, I'll front load the contract, but I cannot give you $30 million a year until you prove to me. Amon-Ra St. Brown, to Richie's point, he at least proved he's a wide receiver one. He can show up in the big moments. He proved that he was at least worth wide receiver one, money on his team. I don't know if Jaylen Waddle has gotten himself to that same point just yet. He's a wide receiver one, but is he the same type of wide receiver one that you can rely on and has consistently been that wide receiver one that shows up in the big moments like Amon-Ra St. Brown? No, he hasn't.
So what's your number?
I would honestly give him $20 to $25 million early on. Front load the contract.
We're talking about the current market though, Kobe. The current market, not per se what we feel they're worth, because Nico Collins just got 24.2.
He got
Waddle's better than Nico.
So I will tell you what. So I do see him being slightly better than Nico Collins, right? But say that I had, and I think this is a very fair comparison. And Colby, let me know if I'm crazy. All right. But I would probably say that I had to compare a wide receiver based off of skill, based off of production with Jaylen Waddle. I think the best answer is Devontae Smith out of Philadelphia. I think it is the best answer.
Bit different playing styles for sure, but in terms of contract and what he could get, 100%. Because what you have to understand too is that AJ Brown not too long later was also given a contract extension. So you kind of have to look at it from that perspective too. So I mean, the truth is that they're not going to be able to offer him $20 million a year and retain him. Especially after what Nico Collins got, they're going to have to give him at least $25 million a year in order to retain him. I just don't think that he's peaked $30 million plus per year.
Yeah. See, but really, TD, you're going to be happy because you're absolutely correct. This wide receiver market is exploding. And the second that Jamar Chase gets paid, and so the second that Jamar Chase gets paid, and the second that Justin Jefferson gets paid, your whole thing where you think that he deserves, $30 million a year is going to come to fruition because that's just how the market is. he's probably going to get paid $30 million.
Because I think Justin Jefferson is going to set the market at 33.
You think he's going to only 33? I think he could set 35. He maybe even push 40.
I want to go to 35, but I'm going to go with 33. AJ Brown got the fresh one, the fresh clean deal. And at 32. AJ Brown just got 32. I'm just feeling like Justin Jefferson's going to push in it 33 and a half. I think that's what's going to happen, but Chase is going to push. Chase
40.
is going to push. 40. No, stop. No, but
35.
But Chase is going to no, I still think it's under Justin Jefferson, but I think he's going to clear 32 with AJ Brown.
I feel like Justin Jefferson's best idea for his contract extension is to be the last receiver that gets the extension, right? Wait till after Jamar Chase. And I could see him waiting to do so just because he's the best wide receiver in the league, hands down. He's the most talented wide receiver in the league. I don't think he's going to be happy if Jamar Chase ends up being a higher paid wide receiver. While Jamar Chase is easily a top 5 wide receiver in the NFL, he's not better than Justin Jefferson.
Hey. And so don't forget about CeeDee Lamb, too.
I was just going to say, then what is CeeDee Lamb going to get then?
Dude,
if you want to say Amon St. Brown is justifying his 30,
That's why I'm saying. That's why I'm saying Justin Jefferson. Watch 38, $40 million a year. Justin Jefferson, because each of these guys is going to continue to push the other. It's going to be like the quarterback market a year or two ago, when like during the offseason, 3 or 4 like different quarterbacks got an extension, and every single quarterback that got a contract extension was the new highest paid quarterback in the NFL until the next guy a couple weeks later got the extension. It's going to be the same thing with wide receivers.
This is why Waddle, I'm scared he won't accept the $25 million contract from Miami, because Waddle had better numbers than CeeDee Lamb before CeeDee's last season. As a matter of fact, if you want to talk about comparable, Waddle him and CeeDee Lamb were somewhat neck and neck first 3 years comparison. CeeDee Lamb's 4th season putting that 1,750 yards up, that's what made the difference. And with CeeDee Lamb is probably about to get 31, 32 million.
TD, you know what you have to look at, right? Because it doesn't matter what you did 2 years ago. It doesn't matter what you did 3 years ago. The only thing that matters in the NFL and what contracts are going to be based off of is how you performed at the end of the season and how you performed this past season alone, because football is a what have you done for me lately league. It does not matter. Look at Nico Collins. Nico Collins just got
performed in the playoffs
based off of what
CeeDee Lamb ain't did nothing in the playoffs. CeeDee Lamb ain't got no playoff success.
Well, the team has no playoff success.
Well, I'm just saying, I get the recency, Kobe, but isn't that even more reason for Waddle to say, nah, I'd rather go put another year out, because if I didn't miss those 3 games, I might have easily been over 1,300, 1,400 yards too.
Depending on what the offer is, for sure. I think you're betting on yourself if you do that. You're saying, you know what? It depends on what he's getting, right? If he's getting $20, $25 million and he says, I'm worth more than that, then you better perform a lot higher than you did this past season. Because let me tell you, if he has a worse season, injury or not, he's going to get significantly less than that $20, $25 million.
Glenn asks a question. Richie, what contract does Garrett Wilson should get?
13 million.
What'd you say?
13.
Well, first of all, Glenn, he's not eligible for a contract extension. He needs to play his 3rd year. And I'll tell you this, what I'm projecting Garrett Wilson to do this season, changing his number, he's feeling like himself, Aaron Rodgers on the field, I think that he is going to have, an Amon-Ra St. Brown type of season. That's my that's my projection. After seeing Amon-Ra St. Brown's season last year, that's my expectations for Garrett Wilson.
Now, so you're okay with him being worth 30 million immediately after that?
Yeah, 100%.
So you're looking at 1,500 yards.
TD, if Garrett Wilson puts up an Amon-Ra St. Brown level season, double-digit touchdowns, 1,500 yards, and 119 receptions after starting his career with back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons without Aaron Rodgers, that's a $30 million receiver, just like Amon-Ra St. Brown.
And that's the crazy thing. We already know that Waddle's better than Garrett Wilson. We know that. We know that for a fact, Richie. Stop, Richie. That's not.
How do we know that?
Stop, Richie. Stop.
Why are you making? No. Listen, obviously, every single Dolphins fan is going to say that. That's so obvious.
Jets fans,
but you are saying that like it's a foregone conclusion.
Is he better, Richie?
I don't know. Let's ask
right now. Who's
Colby
the better?
And Dan, who would you rather? What wide receiver would you rather have on your team as your number one? Garrett Wilson or Jaylen Waddle?
Hold on.
I gotta see. I gotta see the stats. But
hold up. All right. So with Garrett Wilson, his first 2 years, and do keep in mind,
I mean, that's the thing. We haven't.
Zach Wilson was his quarterback.
No. Keep in mind, Dan. He was force fed. Go look at the targets.
95 receptions and 83 receptions.
Yeah, go look at the targets.
Jaylen Waddle definitely has been the better receiver to this point, but I think that this season we will see. Right now, you can say it's Jaylen Waddle.
Where it stands right now, right now, then Waddle is the better receiver.
That's right.
I think too, I do want to see Garrett Wilson and see how he plays Aaron Rodgers this year.
He's gonna be forever.
But when it comes to upside, who would you rather have on your team?
Waddle.
Honestly, for me, it depends on the quarterback, right? If I had Mac Jones, I would say Garrett Wilson. If I had Jaylen Waddle, I would say Drake May, I would say Jaylen Waddle.
They're two different receivers too, though. Let's be fair.
Here's the deal. Listen, like all right.
To
listen,
me, how they move in the open
So-
field are two different guys.
Yeah. And so I have to see. So I have to see what Garrett Wilson does with an actual.
That's what I'm saying. It all comes down to this year. This is the year we'll see the true
This is
Garrett Wilson.
Yeah,
we
yeah.
have not
So
seen the true Garrett
let's
Wilson yet. And
table this conversation
Yeah.
until after the conclusion of next year, and then I will give you.
But tell me
they
it's
have
not
a number
justified.
one. They have a number one in Garrett Wilson with no number two.
Mike Williams is a number 2 receiver.
He washed. Richie, stop.
You see, like you say that with just to troll me, but like, and like you want me to attack that, or do you want me to just sit on it? Because I know you're trolling. I'll just sit on it. I won't even respond.
Boy, Richie,
just-
Richie be going to Richie go to death by his team, boy. That's all right, Richie.
Mike Williams is one of the best number 2 receivers in the NFL. You can't
Yeah, I get it.
Where would you put him, Richie?
I would just
Richie, where would you put him? Where would you put Garrett Wilson and Mike Williams in terms of best one?
No, I'm just saying Mike Williams as a number 2. I think Mike Williams is a top 10 number 2 receiver in the NFL.
So hot take about this: I think Malachi Corley is going to have a better season than Mike Williams this year. Just saying.
I don't even think that's much of a hot take. Like I actually
I like Malachi Corley
because Malachi Corley is going to play more games.
Yeah, but I'll
Why
say
are we
this.
just pretending
If
that
Garrett
Mike Williams is washed up? Where does
Garrett
this narrative
Wilson-
come from?
If Garrett Wilson is going off like Amon St. Brown, then it don't matter if Mike Williams having a.
Yeah, and let's
All
just
right.
go back to, and remember, I said the hypothetical of Garrett Wilson doing what Amon-Ra St. Brown did last year, that is $30 million. If Jaylen Waddle does what Amon-Ra St. Brown did last year this year, that is $30 million. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm not hating, okay? Andy's saying some nonsense in the chat saying I'm hating because if I think Garrett Wilson, what did he say? Richie, you can't say Wilson gets 30 and not Waddle. You're just hating. That's not what I'm saying, Andy. If Garrett Wilson does what Amon-Ra St. Brown does this season, what Amon-Ra did last year, $30 million. If Waddle does that too, $30 million. But what Waddle done to this point, he doesn't deserve $30 million. What Garrett Wilson's done to this point, he does not deserve $30 million. Make sense? Hope so. All right, but why are we just TD? Why are we like pretending Mike Williams is trash?
I didn't say he was trash, Richie. I'm just saying.
You're just saying.
I don't know though, dude. Something just watch out. I would say
He's just not like he doesn't move the needle for me.
Maintain your expectations for Mike Williams because I'm a big Mike Williams fan, but like obviously the last 2 years he's had issues staying healthy, and during the season,
Last year,
during October. I mean, no, Rich. I mean, he played in 13 games in 2022. He played in 3 games in 2023. I would consider that dealing with some injury problems over the last 2 years.
I mean, last year he had a season-ending injury. And
but nonetheless, we also know
played 13 games and then
we
16,
also know,
15, 16.
We also know at the wide receiver position that for some reason, once you hit that 30 mark, you just start to plateau, especially for a guy that's coming off of a season-ending injury. I'm just saying he's heading into his 30-year-old season. Just maintain expectations. I'm not saying that he's busted or that he's going to be terrible because I actually think that he's a good wide receiver too if he stays healthy. But again, now that he's reaching that 30 limit, that plateau hits hard. For some reason, it just plateaus wide receivers as
Brandon
soon as
Marshall has something to say about it. Brandon Marshall came to the Jets at age 32 and had 1,500 yards, 14 touchdowns. I think that's wrong to just pigeonhole.
Man, that's Brandon Marshall.
How long ago was that?
That's
That's
2015.
Brandon Marshall. That's Brandon
I'm
Marshall.
just saying, there's
almost 20 years
30-year-old
ago.
receivers that can find the fountain of
That's
youth
Brandon
and go be dynamic. I'm just saying.
It's rare.
Marshall
it's
has
rare
some
to
injuries
happen.
too.
Just,
It's rare,
I'm just
but
saying
I'm just
it's
saying
rare to
we can't write it off and like. That's all I'm saying. Malachi Corley, that is the guy that I'm excited for. And yes, Garrett Wilson is going to help out. But hey, we shall see. Let's get into the super chats. What are you going to say, TD?
No, I was gonna dial it in and bring it to this though. I mean, I'm not gonna sit here in front. I'm not a favorite of Mike Williams at this point in his career based off of trajectory of older players. So I agree with Kobe, but the Jets don't need him to be like this top tier guy. It is supposed to be the Garrett Wilson show, and everybody show up behind that and, you know, catch their passes. And to be honest with you, I feel like Mike Williams just needs to give the team a nice little 800 yards if Garrett Wilson
Literally.
is supposed to be the 1,500 yard guy. So, and
The
that'll
red
be a
zone guy
perfect
gets
fit.
700 receiving yards and like 8 touchdowns. That's all I care about.
Look, one thing I will say too for Mike Williams that he has
He
going
also
for him
fits
is that
exactly what Rodgers loves, is a vertical threat
for
down the
some
field.
reason in LA, they do not have a good training staff whatsoever. Like Hunter Henry was very injury prone before he got to the Patriots. And since he joined the Patriots, he's only missed like 5 or 6 games. He really hasn't missed a lot. But you could also look on the opposite side of things and say he's also coming to the Jets, where he's going to be playing at MetLife Stadium for half the season. And we know that that's where players go to die. So you could look at it from both angles. You're either glass half full or glass half empty. That's essentially what it is with Mike Williams.
Yeah, and as a number 2, number 3, I'll take it. Maybe Alan Lazard has something to say about it. Who knows?
If he
Definitely not
only
expecting that.
and Richie, if you're in a position where Mike Williams is only your number 3 wide receiver, he is one of the best wide receiver 3s in the. I would rather have Mike Williams as my wide receiver 3 than Odell Beckham Jr. Respectfully, TD.
Yeah, I'm just noticing that we're talking wide receivers and Dan really don't have much input.
See, I'm not.
I shot it throwing for 2,600 yards this year.
No. You had him at 4,200 about 3 hours ago on the huddle, right? So I'm not going to let that go on ahead and slide.
Dan in depression.
worry,
He know he ain't got no receivers.
Listen, all y'all going to be pissed off when we win the division again with no wide receivers.
I don't
All
wanna
right?
hear it, man.
So it's going to happen.
Let's
baby.
get into these super chats. Glenn says, I don't know if I can sit on the Buffalo sideline. Someone might mistake me for a Bills fan. You do look like a Bills fan, Glenn.
I'll tell you what, man. Listen, Listen, Buffalo is known for the blue collar workers, and I feel like you just have like that aura from you as like being a dude who's went through many tables in your life, Glenn.
Richie Fresh says, Dan, whatever bar you boys come to, let me know. Drinks on me, baby.
Hey, I love
See you
that.
there, Richie Fresh.
Yeah, I will let you guys know. I am working on some awesome establishments.
And if you guys don't know what we're talking about, we have events coming up this season. If you guys want to get some more details on it, shoot us an email at afcsroundtable@gmail.com. Would love for you guys to come through to New York for the Jets versus Bills, into Buffalo for Dolphins versus Bills, and then Jets versus the Dolphins in Miami, week 14. We would love for you guys to be there. Stay tuned for more information. If you want to get more up-to-date information, email us at afcsroundtable@gmail.com.
Yeah, if you're gonna be going to that Jets Miami game on week 14, I know we have some time. Email us ASAP so that we could put you on a priority wait list, because we want to make sure that we get those that are, that email us first, the tickets and things like that, because there will be a certain amount that we will have. So Dolphin fans or Jets fans, if you plan on traveling to Miami for that game, at least email us right away of your interest of going to that game with us, so that we could get you the final pricing and everything so that you could secure your tickets for it. All right.
Absolutely. Let us know, guys. The more people that reach out, the more tickets we know that we need to get. We want to make sure we can fit everybody in these events, because it is a hot commodity. It's a hot ticket. So definitely shoot us an email. You see the email on your screen, and stay tuned for more updates. We are excited for the second year doing these events. Glenn, again with the $5 thing about it, they are projecting the salary cap going up $60 million. The players and representatives know this too. That is true.
Over the next 2 years.
Yeah, I mean, salary cap just keeps blowing, going up, up, up. JT, TD, why you always have to be so delusional, bro? Never any substance to your arguments ever.
Never any substance to my arguments ever. Okay, whose team does this person represent?
Jets.
Oh, the Jets. Why is there no substance? Waddle is better than Garrett Wilson at this very moment. It's all the substance you need, brother.
Glenn with a $5 again. Thank you so much, Glenn. Richie, you tell your listeners not to reply to me because I'm trolling, but you fall for TD troll every time.
He does. He does.
Well, I mean, it's part of the show. It's different, when you're in the chat, and different when you're on the show.
No,
makes the show.
tell the truth, Richie. They know that technically I'm not trolling. I speak uncomfortable truths that y'all don't want to acknowledge, okay? It's that simple. It's that simple.
Yeah, but you say stuff
that's true that you don't
It hurts
like.
my feelings, DD.
Nah. Well, Glenn,
Dan, you got a ghost that keep walking past you, man.
Is it okay? Where's it going?
Dan. All right. Well, Marco, Jets will be a run-dominant team. Rodgers, Tyrod will be asked to play quarterback for maybe 10 snaps per game. Set up Brees plus the new rookie backs. Yes, Marco, this is the best-case scenario. You want to become a ground-to-pound, run-first offense. It would take so much stress off of the passing attack and the quarterback. Best-case scenario, we just run the rock with Brees, Braylon Allen, and the boys, and we barely throw the ball. I saw something from Dan Orlovsky. He posted on Twitter today, which I found very fascinating, talking about the Jets and what the key for the Jets' success this year offensively is yards after the catch. He thinks that's the most important piece. He went back into Rodgers' back-to-back MVP seasons, and he said that like 30% of the yards that he had was with yards after the catch and stuff. The Jets just drafted Malachi Corley. So, and he also said like 30% of his completions were behind the line of scrimmage. Rodgers. So that tells you all you need to know. He likes to get the ball out fast and early and let the players make some plays after the catch. Richie Fresh with another super chat. Final prediction, 18 games and go back to 1 and 2 seed buys. 18 games and go back to 1 and 2 seed buys. Oh, for the
I remember that. That was nice.
I mean, if we go to 18 games, I don't think that's going to change the playoff seeding. That's probably going to still stay the same.
You know what I think that they should focus on more than extending necessarily to 18 games? What I think that they should be looking to do is we have like that 6-week dead period between like mini camp and the start of training camp. And training camp, like you have a lot of players getting injured early on because you're going from, you know, light practices to not practicing for 6 weeks to immediately going into pads and contact and whatnot. A lot of these players are getting injured. Why don't we add an extra like 2 weeks or at least maybe a week minimum of training camp and slowly start ramping it back up? That's what I think they should start doing. They should start there. They should start at revamping the offseason before they add another game.
Yeah, and that's what they're talking about as well. I think that's a good discussion because the OTAs is potentially out the door, and I think that's on the same conversation of them expanding to 18 games. So I think that's
OTAs
what
is so stupid, dog.
The whole thing is with that. And speaking of OTAs, we're in the OTAs. Let's talk about the latest news and buzz around all of our teams' respective OTAs. Colby, anything coming out of Patriots land with Drake May, and anything you want to update the people on about the Patriots and what you took away from the most at OTAs?
Yeah, so far there's been, I want to say, 2 days of OTAs that have been open to the media. You know, you've had some guys that have been absent, you know, Kendrick Bourne absent, Cole Strange absent, Matthew Judon absent. None of these are surprising. These are all guys who are kind of coming back from injuries. We know that Kendrick Bourne, who probably right now is slated in as the Patriots wide receiver 1. He is not expected to participate in any spring OTAs practices whatsoever, as he still rehabs from that season-ending injury he faced, like, I think mid-season. I want to say it was against the Miami Dolphins, if I remember correctly. So we shouldn't expect to see him. But from what's being said, I mean, Jalen Polk is showing out. I mean, he's looking really, really good. He's just looking as a reliable guy. He's pretty much been everything that has been advertised. And then in terms of Javon Baker, he actually had a couple of standout catches today. I can actually tell you about them. So it was reported that Javon Baker had a pair of highlight reel catches in 7-on-7s. The first was a leaping grab in double coverage along the sidelines from Jacoby Brissett. Then later on, jumped over a defensive back for a touchdown from Drake May. Overall, he is looking really, really good. One thing that is really, really bothering me, though, in terms of the quarterback order, because this is something that we have now seen on both days that have been open to the media, is that the quarterback kind of lead here or route is Jacoby Brissett, then Bailey Zappi, and then Drake May. I don't know why Drake May is getting third-team reps when we are trying to develop him. And if this is going to be the same case when we're going into, let's say, August or we're end of July, then sit Drake May for the entire season. I don't even want to have a discussion about him playing if he's not getting at minimum second team reps. Now, from what it sounds like, he got more reps the second OTA practice than he did the first OTA practice, but there is also speculation, not even speculation, it's more of a report at this point, that the Patriots are going to roll by the start of training camp only 3 quarterbacks on their active roster. Right now, they have 4 quarterbacks on the active roster, right? You have Jacoby Brissett, who is slated to be at least your week 1 starter. Then after that, you obviously have, I think we froze a little bit. Then after that, you have Drake May, who obviously you just used a first-round pick on. So you know that he's not going anywhere. You have Joe Milton, who used a 6th-round pick on, and then Bailey Zappi. When you listen to that, you say Bailey Zappi is probably the guy that's on the outside looking in over the next month or so as the Patriots either release him or they're going to look to try to trade him. So why is he getting second-team reps in practice? I just don't understand it. You know that he's not going to start for this upcoming season. You know that that's either Jacoby Brissett or Drake May, and we know that Drake May needs a lot of development. What I do like is that with these quarterbacks in general, what they're really working on is the lower half of the body. They're working on the mechanics. They're working on the footwork, and that is something that both these Patriots rookie quarterbacks in Drake May and Joe Milton needed a lot of help on. But overall, from Drake May, what we're seeing is a day and night difference from Mac Jones. I mean, you really cannot compare these two quarterbacks. The way that the ball comes off the hand of Drake May is just effortless. Like, this dude is bombing passes down the sideline, excellent velocity, excellent spirals, just completely different quarterback play than we've gotten from Mac Jones. And it's really, really refreshing. Finally having a quarterback that's going to be able to fit passes into tight windows and actually have splash plays down the field, as long as, you know, these receivers can actually catch the ball. So that's kind of what's happening so far in Patriots Landia from OTAs. As we all know, there's really not too much to talk about when it comes from a defensive standpoint. When you're talking about OTAs, you can't say too much about the trenches, right? Offensive line, defensive line, there's really not too much you can take away. But from a kind of concerning standpoint, it does sound like the Patriots already are dealing with some injuries amongst their offensive line. And right now, they're trying to find continuity. They had issues with that last year. That's something they're trying to do this year. They have like 3 new offensive line coaches, but it sounds like these top guys, Cole Strange, Sidney So, these guards, even their rookie interior offensive linemen from last year, these guys are dealing with some injuries, and that's not exactly how you want to start the offseason after what you kind of endured with the O-line last year.
There is your latest Patriots OTAs report, brought to you by Patriots Global. Colby, thank you for that, my friend. That was great. Yeah. Richie Fresh with a $5 super chat. With your boys' permission, send me pictures of the AFC East Roundtable logo, our cartoon pictures, and I'll make a custom Pong table for you boys. Let me know.
That's dope.
Dude.
Damn.
I don't know if we could do that, Richie, because Dan might break it.
Bro, I will roast all of you in a game of Pong. Let's go.
Dude.
Dan, you're done. Dan, you're done. I know you got this frat boy mantra walking around.
I ran the frat house Pong table, brother.
Let me tell you.
I ran.
Oh, you ran it.
You just unlocked a new layer of Dan Mitchell.
You know what, Dan? It's frat boy against frat boy. Let's go. I'm ready.
Well, I'm not a frat boy, so I can't say I can compete. But I was nice
Richie,
in high school.
Richie, I'll take you on my team. It's me and Richie.
I'm nice, though. I'm just saying I don't have the frat experience, but I'm nice.
It's okay, buddy. It's okay.
Island.
You know how to do flip cup?
Of course. I don't miss on the first cup.
I've never been beaten.
I've never not hit on the first try.
Until now, Dan Mitchell, you're going down.
I've never been beaten in flip cup.
You're done. You're done.
TD's too old for this.
He's gonna take one shot and pass out.
TD's Aaron Rodgers.
Y'all ain't about that life. Y'all just talking.
TD's about that Disney life.
Yeah, TD's in his Disney grind. That's
my wife, her Disney grind. That's
if your wife's on the Disney grind, you're on the Disney grind. Shout out to the wife.
And so I'm from Buffalo, New York. That's all we do, bro. That's all we do.
Yeah, I am getting old. I ain't got time for that.
Dan's taking vacations to Miami every weekend, practicing his Pong game.
Well,
please.
I guess we got to have a Pong tournament at one of these events, and it has to be the one in Buffalo. That's the one that we're doing the Pong tournament.
Oh, dude. All of the drinking games. Yeah, but
oh god.
So we would definitely need to do the show on the night before, though.
Yeah, Dan's gonna be tripping up the stadium.
Oh no! What do you mean? We're having cameras at the tailgate follow us around to live stream this experience. Come on, we have to.
To be honest, I feel like Dan can out drink all of y'all.
Honestly, yeah, I feel like Dan would. Dan has probably the most experience here in terms of that.
I'm dude. Dog. I barely drink. Dan will definitely. I mean, nah. You know, I will say, catch me in high school.
Yeah,
I'll drink you, Dan. Yeah. I was a savage.
I like that.
And college.
I like
your boy is not the case anymore. Well, I'm a more California sober, if you know what I mean. But I do drink out. I mean, come
like
on.
that.
Hey, let's get into the Miami Dolphins OTAs. TD.
Thank you. Well,
latest?
before we get into the Dolphins OTAs, can I talk about what happened at one of you guys' camp today?
No. Dolphins.
Can I please talk about what happened at one of you guys' camp today?
Because it doesn't deserve to be talked about. That's why.
Is it the Jets?
It really doesn't.
Richie, why you always holding people back, suppressing people?
I'm not suppressing because people like you making a non-story.
I thought this was America.
You're the perfect example of turning non-stories into stories.
What are you talking about? What, this doesn't even have nothing to do with you, Rich.
Okay, then go ahead.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, today in sports news,
this is what I mean.
We
bro.
found out. So we confirmed that Aaron Rodgers is old. Okay, he's over there trying to figure out how to put his shoes on for work today, and as you can see, he's already having foot issues for the Jets. So it looks like they're in trouble.
He scraped his I think he's bleeding a little bit.
Ladies and gentlemen, medical staff had to come over, so he said
help him tape up his Achilles.
He said what? No, he said while I work on my feet, let me see if I can read these cards. Y'all can't see his eyes, but he's squinting so hard to see it. He can't even read. So he can't see the field anymore. And then whenever it was time to run plays, watch the limp. Watch the limp. You see the limp?
No.
You see the limp? Yeah, I saw the limp, Richie. Now look at the other way. Oh, bad rollout. Under threw the ball to the ground. Oh, no, Richie. It's over. Season is over, ladies and gentlemen. Pack it up, Jets fans. I tried to tell y'all, man. Y'all should have kept Zach Wilson. It's over. All right, Miami Dolphins camp, Richie. All right, man. Listen, man.
I know you so well.
Listen, Richie. Tua's a new man.
Ooh, you saw. I know you're kind of all in now.
Tua's a new man. Tua out there throwing back, shoulder, 40-yard darts.
Ooh.
Man, and with the rookie, Taj Washington, by the way. Okay. Camp is heating up for the Dolphins. They going through the motions. Unfortunately, our top receivers really haven't been practicing. Again, these are voluntary. I'm glad to see our starting quarterback out there working hard with his team, and that's what it's about. Tua's look, I like his body right now. Pause.
Excuse me?
Whoa.
Hold up.
All right, he's alone.
See, if you choose to ignore the pause, then we got to question your pause. But listen, but no, he lost some weight, but I don't think his lower body, like his when you look at his legs and his hips and things of that nature, this just all sounds bad. But when you look at him, he looks like he can still absorb some contact, but his upper body looks like it's slimmed down. Coaches reporting that, him working with the QB coach this offseason with Beck, he can see a slight difference and a little bit more push in his throws, but we'll see if that translates into the regular season. Also, Cam Smith, he's going to be the wild card. There's a lot of things coming out. He feels really good. He feels like he's been unlocked. I'm going to be honest with you. He's going to be a huge part of the Miami Dolphins future. So we need that situation to work out, because if it doesn't, it's just not good for Chris Greer and the Dolphins continuing to draft players that are failing at certain specific positions, because we have yet to draft a corner that we feel good about. We haven't drafted linebackers that we feel good about. There's certain positions that when we draft them, we don't really hit. Offensive lineman, Hunt is probably the first true hit in a long time. So we need Cam Smith to work out for us this year, but he's feeling open and ready. Outside of that, it ain't much. We're A-Chain balling out. They're trying to mix him into more. Here's what I think the Miami Dolphins are trying to do this year. I'm terrified of what they're trying to do, and I'm optimistic. And let me explain. Our system's been getting figured out. But I don't think we're changing the system at all, in which I am terrified about. McDaniel is still trying to open up elements of the system that everybody can operate. And I feel like his solution to it isn't to change up some of the system. It's to add more weapons to it. Have more on the field, more options on the field, if that makes sense. So when we got Tyreek and Waddle on the field, we usually got Mostert out there with them. And if it ain't Mostert, it's A-Chain out there with them. But now we're looking to have Tyreek, Waddle, OBJ, Mostert, and probably A-Chain. All 5 of the guys on the field at once. And with that, you could also have a nice rotation when you talk about guys like Malik Washington coming in to spare a guy, our rookie running back coming in to spare a guy. It's all about depth this season and continuing to have weapons on the field, because one thing, if you notice about the Dolphins from the past, when Tyreek and Waddle them tired, they're on the sideline and we got nobody's on the field. And they're trying to not make that the case. Even though I still don't feel like that's going to really help much, because when Tyreek and Waddle wasn't on the field, a lot of times we were still moving the ball and successful. So I think we need to change up a few things schematically, but it scares me because I don't think we are going to change anything schematically. I just think he feels, let's put even more weapons on the field, and we'll see how it all works out. But we will be able to accomplish that, putting more weapons on the field. So I like where we're starting. Hopefully Tua's taking that whole next step to be the best quarterback in the NFL, especially best in his division again. So
yes or no question, will Tua get paid by week 1?
Yeah, he will.
Okay. Well, there's your latest Miami Dolphins OTAs report, brought to you by, nonetheless, TD Finstock, the Miami Dolphins host of Roundtable Sports, also co-founder of Roundtable Sports, also co-founder of a brand new Disney account.
Let's go!
Richie Fresh with a $2 super chat. Richie, I'll bring gummies for you. All right, Richie. I mean, you want to bring gummies for me? He doesn't mean real gummies, TD. You know why he put the quote?
Oh, melatonin gummies?
Yeah.
Or brazier gummies.
Brazzers.
Brazzers. Yeah, I'm even saying it wrong. I'm saying brazzers. Yeah, my wife saw it too, by the way. She saw it.
Yeah, we know that.
She saw what?
Like,
segment on live, or she saw your search engine?
No, she saw the segment. Because I never clicked on it or whatever, but she saw the segment. She saw the segment.
What's brazzers?
Oh, Kobe, I don't live my life like you, Kobe. It's all right, man.
Whoa. Hold up.
Kobe said, yeah, all right.
Henny says, wait, we talking about quarterbacks in shorts, TD?
Oh, stop, Henny. Stop. Okay? It
now
all
Dolphins
matters.
fans want to talk about practice, he says.
Every rep matters, all right?
Every rep matters.
Every rep matters. Henny, doubling down. Dan Mitchell.
What is
Buffalo
going on?
Bills representative of Roundtable Sports, co-founder of Roundtable Sports, host of the Don Mafia Report.
Thank you. What an
is
introduction.
going to give you your latest OTA update for none other than the Buffalo Bills.
Man, I will tell you what, I want to focus on narratives more than just like shorts and helmets and everything along those lines, because as mentioned, we're really not going to get a really good look until mandatory minicamp and even training camp comes around, where we can see each and every single piece being implemented, how these teams look. And I think one of the biggest narratives, especially from fan bases outside of the Buffalo Bills, have just been like, oh man, like this is going to be a brand new identity for the Buffalo Bills, with Diggs and with Gabe Davis being gone. And I touched on this briefly over on BetUS TV's The Huddle, which is Monday through Friday at 3 p.m. EST, in case you guys ever want some more roundtable action. And the thing is that this whole new offense is not going to be a surprise whatsoever. If you want to understand what the Buffalo Bills are going to look like, simply just watch from week 10 of last year right into the playoffs. And that is going to be a run-first team, and then also being able to spread the ball around a bit more short passes, more screenplays, controlling the clock. That is how this Buffalo Bills offense, led by Joe Brady, I believe, is sincerely going to run. And by saying that it's going to be a run-first team, of course, I still see Josh Allen making plays with his legs. Of course, I see him making that connection with Dalton Kincaid, with the vast majority of so with excuse me, I had a brain fart right there. And the other wide receivers on this overall roster by itself. But like there's signs all over the place. I have a feeling that this offense is going to run through James Cook, through Ray Davis, and it even really spells out some of the wide receivers on a personnel standpoint that we ended up adding to this team. With Keon Coleman, he's absolutely elite when it comes into run blocking. Same thing with Curtis Samuel. So I think it's really telling us exactly what you can expect from this Bills team moving forward. And success was literally right there from week 10 onward. And I'm feeling super optimistic. I think it's going to be great because one of like the terms that was thrown out there was the fact that everybody is going to eat. And I am completely fine with this Buffalo Bills offense being able to spread the ball around because yes, when you have a focal point, right, of your specific offense, that's what defensive coordinators want to take away, make the Buffalo Bills or make any offense feel less comfortable running something and then make them rely on things that they're not so good at. At this point, I think that this is going to be a benefit because this team is not going to be able to have their best thing taken away because we have so many different insurance policies. We have a Ray Davis who is absolutely elite when it comes into the screen game. That's something that the Buffalo Bills have struggled with tremendously. Still have Josh Allen that's going to be able to be a threat really at the end of the day. So I would say that the whole like deep pass and air raid offensive identity that this Buffalo Bills team has had, I think what you're going to be looking at right now is going to be more of like a Baltimore Ravens style sort of offense going in to this 2024 season, which I am super optimistic about. As far as defense, like Colby said, it's super hard to really be able to judge really everything like that, but I'm just absolutely thrilled to see exactly who ends up making this team, especially from the wide receiver side of things. But so with the Josh Allen looked great. Shout out to Josh Allen for being in the Gatorade commercial, one of the faces of the league, you know, absolutely incredible. What's up, brother? But besides that, man, not a lot right to report, but super excited to see how everything else plays out.
There it is, folks. You heard it here first from Dan Mitchell, the Buffalo Bills' latest OTAs and narrative report, shutting down those false narratives.
That's actually really smart by the Bills, though, too, Dan. You know, I think that they should take some of that pressure, though, off of Josh Allen. I'm just saying, like, if you look at the statistics from last year, the Bills did win every single game that Josh Allen was interception free. So you can take the ball out of his hands and maybe ask him to maybe not put the ball in harm's way so often. The Bills could be a better team than people realize.
They need a new quarterback, Kobe.
See, it's funny because I actually ended up watching the film for the past 2 years. Okay. And I actually have a video right in the gauntlet that's about to be released here within a week. It definitely took a lot of work with all like the screen recording and the commentary. I had guests on and everything like that. Ooh. Fun fact, 60% of all of the interceptions that Josh Allen threw was when he was targeting Stephon Diggs. Spoiler alert. So
what you trying to make that seem like it's Diggs' fault now?
Yep.
Oh my God.
So listen, like I said, I do already have a bet saying that I am going to get a buzz cut, say that the Bills don't win the division. I think I bet somebody something that I said that Josh is going to have less than 10 interceptions. Wow. I forgot what that bet is. If I did make that bet with you, and so I apologize because I completely forgot, but I'm fine with it. Josh Allen throws for less than 10 picks.
Oh, he doesn't.
Dan, you need to stop.
He's going to throw like 12 to 15.
Yeah. And that's
I'd be fine with 12.
Who he is.
15,
I would be fine with 12. But then again, also like one series I was planning on doing over on the channel was that like I wanted to go through each and every single quarterback and say, okay, was this interception that QB's fault? Like one of the two.
I mean,
and so I don't count like the passes and I don't count like whatever.
You realize that the last 3 seasons, Josh Allen has 15 interceptions, 14 interceptions, 18 interceptions, and you're predicting to go down to 9?
It's now do touchdowns.
No, I mean, listen, he matches it with the touchdowns, and we're just talking about picks, but like you're the one saying 9 picks.
9.
I mean, that's
No. When did he do it? He did have less than 10.
Yeah, when
one
he
year.
had his like worst, like his second year, 20 total touchdowns, 20 passing to 9 interceptions. His sophomore year and only 3,000 passing yards. We're gonna count that year?
Nah. Probably
like his
not.
year, he has 4 years, Josh Allen, underneath his belt of being elite. 4 years. And he's had 0 of them less than 10 interceptions. So I just think it's who he is, and that's okay.
He's a gunslinger, baby. He's Brett Favre, dog. He's Brett Favre, baby.
That's what it's all about. Come on.
He's Brett Favre, baby.
Well, there's your latest Buffalo Bills news. Let's get into the New York Jets. All right. Someone want to give me an intro or?
Welcoming Richie Malora.
Jets Media, the #1 Jets coverage guy in all of sports. New York Knicks hopeful. The #1 hopeful fan of all New York Knicks sports. Mets Central.
Best yoga instructor in the tri-state area.
There you go. That's it, then. That's the intro we need.
Regular enjoyer of psychedelics.
Yo, Aaron Rodgers' long lost son.
Oh my gosh.
Let's go.
Everything, all excuses, Jets. Welcome, Richie, New York Malora.
All right. Woo! What an intro. Honored to be here. Thank you all for coming. To my fans, thank you. Thank you. Oh, stop. Round of applause. Please, please. Quiet down. Let me speak. Oh, you're too kind. Too kind. All right. Let's get into business. Now, the New York Jets have a gigantic camera and a spotlight on them to the point where we have our quarterback that has a blister on his ankle. It gets broadcasted to the world, and we have Miami Dolphins fans posting a video of Aaron Rodgers taping up a blister on his ankle and trying to push a fake narrative all over the place. That's all you need to know about the Jets, is that the only fan base that's doing this is the Miami Dolphins. It's not the Bills. It's not the Patriots. It's the Dolphins fans. I don't know what infatuation Dolphins fans have with the Jets, but it's kind of getting comical. Like, it really is. And I'm not talking about just TD. TD does it. That's fine. Okay. That's the AFC East Roundtable. It's part of it. But bro, the amount of Dolphins fans on Twitter I see posting that and just running with it. Like, there's just 3 Dolphins accounts that they talk more about the Jets than the Dolphins. I'm like, don't you care about your own team? Like, why can't you stop talking? Like, we don't do that. We're focusing on the Jets. All we have to focus on. So that's what we have to deal with as a Jets fan base. We have all these other outside people trying to bring us down, but more specifically the Miami Dolphins fans. I don't really see it from the Bills or the Patriots. It is kind of sad if you think about it, because that's what the Dolphins fans are doing, that they're trying to beat down the Jets hype because they're sad they're not getting the hype. They're so infatuated with media hype and national media recognition to the point where you don't have someone, Colin Cowherd, say something good about Tua. Oh, but he said this. Oh, it's a big. Give me a break, bro. Give me a freaking break, okay? Let's get actually into what's going on the football field. It's OTAs. It's a helmet. It's T-shirts. It's voluntary. Nothing really to talk about X's and O's. Rodgers is there, trying to get on the same page with the entire team. Garrett Wilson's out there rocking number 5. He looks like a new man. The Jets are wearing their new helmets, and it's a beautiful thing. Every single time I look at a New York Jets player on the practice field this season and I see these helmets on their heads, thank you, because these helmets sucked. They sucked. The white face mask, it's beautiful. These are the helmets the Jets have had the last 5 seasons, and this year we have finally changed it to this helmet, and for you guys, not a big deal. I'm just telling you from a Jets fan's perspective, the white face mask, I mean, go look at Aaron Rodgers last year in OTAs and look at him this year, and you'll just see the big difference from the helmet. So Jets fans are loving the way we're looking on the practice field because, hey, some people don't give 2 craps about what they look like, what a helmet looks like, or what a jersey looks like. And there's some people that do care. I'm someone that cares. I want to look good. I want my team out there actually looking like they're clean. And to be honest, the Jets uniform, since they changed it 5 years ago, was a disgrace. And now we turn back the clock, and I absolutely love the uniforms. A little thing that I love about this team. But outside of that, man, the Jets are really, really excited about the rookies. And another good thing about this Jets team that I really, and I made a tweet about this yesterday, that I'm so happy because the Jets are finally doing it right at one position that we've been waiting for them to do it right forever. Since a specific player retired, it's been so long since the New York Jets have figured out this position. And I'm very confident that they figured it out, not only for the short term, but for the long term of this franchise. And that is simply the blind side, the protector of the quarterback at left tackle. I can't stop but thinking about what Joe Douglas actually figured out to do the more I see Tyron Smith on that football field and Olu Fashanu, our rookie. Aaron Rodgers had a little thing talking about the podcast with the Jets podcast, and he said something where he was in the locker room. He saw Tyron Smith mentoring Olu, and then he saw Morgan Moses, our other veteran tackle, mentoring our young up-and-coming tackle, and Carter Warren. He thought it was very insightful to hear it. That was not the dynamic last year at the offensive line. We have Mekhi Becton and Dwayne Brown. Like, the Jets have actually set this offensive tackle position up for not just short-term success, but potential long-term success, where we have two lockdown, solid veterans who is one of the greatest left tackles in this entire generation at Tyron Smith, who was ranked as the best pure left tackle in the NFL, in the AFC, actually. Of course, the injuries is what Tyron Smith needs to figure out, but guess what? He doesn't need to play all 17 games this year. We have Olu. Give me 13 games from Tyron Smith and play in the playoffs. That's all I care about. And Morgan Moses being out there, he is one of the best right tackles in football. Both of them at 33 years old, which is a very solid age for a veteran win-now team. That's what I want. I want two solid rocks who have been healthy for the most part, playing majority of the seasons. Have they played all 17 games lately? No, they have not. But the Jets have depth at that spot, and I love that we have somebody in the wing under Tyron Smith for the long term and Olu to potentially be our long-term answer. Jets fans have been waiting since DeBrickashaw Ferguson retired to find our left tackle, which is back in 2015. We drafted Mekhi Becton. Obviously did not work out. Douglas took another swing at Olu, but instead of just drafting Olu and throwing him out there as a rookie, we bring in the top tier, like literally best left tackle of this generation towards the end of his career to help establish a culture and establish an identity. I'm very high in the Jets offensive line this year. I think they did a tremendous job bringing in John Simpson, having Joe Tippmann entering year number 2 as the core of that offensive line at center. And then, of course, this is a make or break year for Elijah Vera Tucker, who is coming off another season-ending injury. So the Jets got to prove to stay healthy on the offensive line, 110%, but I really love their philosophy of the short term and the long term of this offensive line, something that Jets fans have been trying to figure out. Just be hopeful that we can figure out for years and years and years. I think this is the first time I can say with confidence, I like the way this Jets offensive line looks on paper from a depth standpoint and everything around it. So that's that. Other than that, nothing really else to talk about with the Jets OTAs. We heard from Quinnen Williams. Of course, when a Quinnen Williams press conference happens, there will be a viral quote because he's just the most lovable guy ever. Everything he says becomes a meme. He's hilarious. And then, listen, there's no one that we have to pay besides one player that the Jets need to pay. And I'm getting a little concerned about it. Jets fans are getting concerned about it. And we have not extended this specific player. He's entering a contract year. Probably the most underrated player on the Jets' entire roster and defense. He's the glue of that Jets secondary. And it's Michael Carter II, our slot corner, who is coming. And he is like first in every single metric from a slot corner perspective. He's so underrated. I'm not just saying that like just because he's a Jet. Go look at the numbers. It backs it all up. He's entering a contract year. Also, DJ Reed is entering a contract year. The Jets cannot extend both of them. So they have to make a decision, and I'm hoping that they will re-sign, extend Michael Carter II before the season, because if the Jets don't do that, he's walking next year. So I'm worried. I'm worried about that. That's the only player that the Jets have to pay that they have not paid yet. I'm expecting DJ Reed to unfortunately walk next year because we simply cannot pay him. And hopefully the Jets can find, one of the corners that we drafted this year can develop to potentially replace DJ Reed. But outside of that, we're talking about cornerback 2 next to Sauce, and then are hopefully locking up our long-term answer in the slot in Michael Carter II. So outside of that, that's the Jets OTAs report.
That was Richie Malora breaking down the New York Jets OTA practices and, of course, the New York Jets wardrobe. Thank you for that, Richie.
Oh, man. Always come to me for the wardrobe talk.
The wardrobe,
man.
baby.
Heck yeah.
I care. I care. And I get it. Not everybody cares. Not everybody has to care. It's either you win or you lose. I don't care what they look like. They can be wearing shit for all I care. Those are the people I'm referring to. Yeah, it's fine. I get it. It's fine. So, yeah, that's that. Well, you heard all the OTAs, buzz, and latest news and reports for every single team in the AFC East, guys. Don't forget to simply hit the like button. I mean, come on. How have you not hit the like button yet? We got over 364 people watching. We don't even have 200 likes. Hit the like button for the AFC East Roundtable crew. If you support what we're doing here, let's freaking go. Also, if you did not already, email us at the AFC East Roundtable Gmail which event you are interested in coming to so we can put you on the priority list. Guys, we're going to MetLife Stadium for Monday Night Football, Bills-Jets. We are going to Buffalo for the Jets versus the Bills, and we're going to Miami for the Dolphins versus the Jets. If you guys want to get on the priority list, please email us right now and let us know which game you're interested in. The email is afceastroundtable@gmail.com. We have to know this very soon, because we have to let all the ticket people know the exact type of head count for these events. So please email us and let us know so we can get you on the list, and we'll go from there. And if you have any other questions and comments, concerns, you can email us at the AFC's roundtable@gmail.com. So thank you, guys. We appreciate you all, and we're excited for this year's Roundtable Sports events. Let's go.
Dog, my entire house just like shook. That's crazy.
Earthquake?
I don't know. We have like really bad storms right now. I don't know what the heck happened.
Henny says, see you bums in Miami December 8th, and I'll bring a roll of quarters to hand out. And hey, Henny's coming through. Henny's coming to Miami. That's what we like to see, Henny. Henny will be there. Hennessy was at Jets Media Day last year. He was at Roundtable's first event. If there's one person I know that's going to be at these events, especially when the Jets are playing, it's Hennessy. And hopefully we have you guys in the chat coming with Hennessy. And I also want to say, Dolphins fans, it is your bye week for the Bills versus the Jets game Monday night. So if you're a Dolphins fan and you happen to live in the area, which I know there's a lot of Dolphins fans that live up in New York, New Jersey area, come through. TD will be there, and come watch. We love it. Also, Jets fans, if you are in the area for the Bills-Dolphins game in Buffalo, it's that week. We are on Thursday Night Football, so the Jets won't be playing. If you want to come through to Buffalo, watch a division game, it'll be fun. I'll be there as well.
Interesting fact, too, for Patriots fans, our bye week is week 14. So if, you're in Miami, I believe that's in Miami, right? The week 14.
Yeah.
No one's in Miami. Go ahead and check
Pull
out.
up, Colby. Come to Miami.
Hell yeah, baby. I've actually always wanted to go to Miami. So,
Well, if that's your bye week, you should definitely come.
that's the bye week,
Dangerous
baby.
city. It's a dangerous city.
Glenn says the best thing about the Jets is the helmets.
Too much fun, bro. It's
Thanks,
too
Glenn.
much fun in Miami.
Glenn thinks the best thing happened to the Jets is the helmets. Yeah, I mean, it's great helmets. Richie Fresh, Dan, red helmets for last year at Highmark. Thoughts?
Dude, you know what? I hope it's next year. So I missed the red helmets terribly.
Red helmets. All right, let's get into the Patreon members. LaSalle. LaSalle.
You're gonna get us copyrighted.
You're gonna get us copyrighted. LaSalle. All right, LaSalle, you're playing music. You got to turn the music off. But hey, we'll get into Andy, who still wants to know where the wings are at.
Actually, I have an idea for that. You should make TD do it in Buffalo on the round table.
Oh yeah, because that way, like, we
Bingo.
could actually make sure that those wings are.
Yes.
You're right.
Yes.
Bingo.
Smart.
All right, we got a day. We got a day, and I'm gonna eat them, and it's gonna be easy.
And
it ain't
guess
gonna
who's going to be there?
And
Me.
He will be there.
I'm going to be standing over TD as he does it. I'm
Let's
going to make sure it
go.
happens.
That gets me so happy.
Where we gonna get them from?
don't
We got to
worry.
get them before the
I
game.
got a place.
Yeah, I will say, me and Tan will have a discussion because there's a couple different places. But
Yeah. We just want to see how nice we want to be to you.
but
That's going to be fun.
just enjoying the week. See, congratulations, Richie. I saw your post.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah,
It's just too
breaking
bad she's a
news.
Jets fan.
Breaking news. We forgot
She's
about
not. I
that.
converted her.
Breaking news. Richie Melora has a girlfriend. Richie, you didn't break it
Hey.
earlier.
He's off the market, ladies. He's off
Hey.
the market.
I made the
Kobe,
post
you got a
it's
voice
in the
for
past.
radio.
Oh, thanks, man. I've been told that in the past, and I was like, damn, should I like stop trying to be like a beat reporter for the Patriots and just do like radio for the NFL?
You do got a radio voice.
Thanks, man. Appreciate that.
I can't wait till week 9. It's gonna be so fun.
It's gonna be a great time, man.
Come on, we all need you there for week 9.
Oh, I'm gonna be there.
Oh, that's the Bills and Dolphins.
Bills, Dolphins.
I'm definitely gonna be there. You ain't got to worry about that.
I
Me and
cannot
TD
wait,
can
man.
sit back there and laugh. Oh wait, never mind. TD, you actually playing? It's me and Richie that can sit back and laugh.
I cannot wait, bro. It's gonna be fun.
Who's going through the table first?
I said I ain't going through a table until it's after the game if we lose. But we're not losing.
Yeah,
It's okay. You can take a 3D through a table.
heard of that before.
That's gonna be so funny, dude. I gotta see Dan go through a table.
I don't know, bro. I don't know, man. I'm about to be 33 years old.
Oh, dude, you're like a washed up vet out there.
Dan, if I can do it at 34, you can do it at 33.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Just give me a couple of bats, and so I'll go through 2.
Dude, you'll be
a couple
so-
shots, a couple beers, you'll be good to go.
I'll go through
Dude,
2.
you're gonna be so hammered, you're not gonna feel it.
Yeah, you're right.
Exactly.
For the next morning.
Well, I cannot wait to meet Andy. I can't wait to be with Andy in Buffalo and
Yo.
witness that in person.
King
That's gonna be great.
Lowski. King Lowski got to chill in the chat, dog. Yo.
All right, what's he doing?
I'm not gonna say what he said on air, but Rich is gonna be on Brazil.
Congrats on the snacks, Richie.
Dude. Oh gosh.
Hell yeah.
Now
Hell
that we got the pleasantries out the way.
Yeah, those are some pleasantries.
Oh, dude. Allison with a super chat. I can't wait. Allison, thank you for the $20. My opinion, but A-Rod should wear his own number 12. He seemed to have a lot, some games, but most of them were wins. That's my own opinion. Odell Beckham
Period.
Jr.
You stand behind that, Allison. Let's fucking go.
Allison, there is a reason why he cannot wear 12. Does anybody know why?
Because Tom
12 is
Brady is
retired.
in the division.
Because 12 is retired.
Who is it retired by?
Tom
Come
Brady.
on, baby. Don't Google it, Dan. Just tell me.
He's Googling.
I have no idea.
Come on. The only reason why I can say we're not ringless. You are.
Broadway Joe.
Broadway Joe, baby. Number 12. Let's go, baby. Yeah, that's why he can't wear 12, Allison. It's retired. Joe Namath owns the rights to number 12. Thank you for the $20 super chat, Allison. We do appreciate it. Lisselle, you have another chance. Are you playing music still?
Yeah. No. Sorry. I got it mixed up with my game capture.
He was jamming.
That was game capture. No,
Yo,
that was
I
my game
bumping,
capture.
man. I'm messing
That
with
was
it.
game capture. Yeah. So my bad. Okay. Okay. So I would like to say I'm liking the OTAs. OTAs are looking very, very good coming recently. I'd like hearing you always have to be that song. That's
What do you mean? It's your song. What do you mean that song? Of course.
It's my song. It's my song.
You own the rights.
I need compensation for this song. I need
You
compensation. This is my song.
And people request it too. Look, Richie wants your Brazzer. This is your Brazzer music.
But I just want to talk two things about their teams, about something on Twitter or whatever. Kobe, did you heard about a UFC fighter talking shit about Tom Brady?
I did, and I wasn't sure why because it was I'm trying to think. It was Chandler Jones's brother, if I'm correct.
Yeah, it was like I don't know what the guy's name is, but he was saying like
John Jones.
Tom Brady's a puss. Tom Brady acting like a girl, acting like a woman or something. Which
Bro
I
got
think
CTE already.
that.
That's crazy.
Yeah. No, because I have family members that are Patriots fans. So I'm like, yo, you're not allowed to go to New England after that. You're not allowed to go to New England. You're gonna get caught. You gotta get effed up. It's like you can't talk. You can't say anything bad about Tom Brady. That's your God. That's your God. You can't talk shit about it.
Oh, yeah.
I've been talking shit like before the last like ring. I was talking shit about Tom Brady for years to them. After you got that last ring with the Patriots, I was just like, I can't talk shit anymore.
And then he got one with the Bucks year one, man.
Yeah, fuck.
Yeah, dude.
But yeah, hope everyone's doing good, and I will be in Jets Media, Richie. Send me the email. Send me an email. I'll be at Jets Media, bro.
Jets
Hell
Media
yeah,
Day?
bro.
You're going to be there, LaSalle?
Yeah.
Jets Media
Let's
Day.
go!
LaSalle and Richie. Hell yeah.
LaSalle!
I'll be there.
Oh, my God, LaSalle. I'll have a spot
Please.
waiting for you for that. So thank you, LaSalle. I appreciate that. That's some great breaking news right there. LaSalle's coming to Jets Media Day?
Man, real talk though. Real talk. Like, I don't know why, but Tom Brady has like, since the roast, actually been just genuinely pissed off. Like, regrets doing the roast. The comedians coming out afterwards saying like this dude was like cursing during the roast and whatnot. Like, dog, you know what you signed up for. You had certain jokes off limits. Like, what did you think they were gonna joke about? How beautiful you were the entire time? Like, they already did that too many times. So I don't know what he thought the roast was going to be, but apparently he is not happy with how it went. And respectfully, the jokes really weren't that bad. So I don't know why.
True.
I really don't know why he's this pressed about it.
Interesting stuff. All right. Glenn is next. Glenn!
Hey, Glenn.
Hey, hello. How y'all
Hello.
doing? Hey, Richie, I got that. I sent in that AFC Roundtable so many times, and I still ain't got an email back.
You can get one. Glenn, let me double check you're on this list real quick. How about that?
Okay.
You can
It should have my last name on the email.
What's your you put your email, or do you want to?
No, it should be my last name, part of the email at Gmail.
Sexy Glenn 498.
Yeah. No, because my last name's Palliser. It's easy. Pallicer.
Nice.
I'll look for it.
But yeah, and hey Dan, what the hell is your quarterback ranking? That sucked.
Oh, you didn't like it? Why?
Yeah,
Man,
Glenn, I don't have.
I mean, I know. I send another email out then to you
All right.
and stuff. But no, I seen that and I'm like, I don't care if you don't like two or nothing, but to just give him average when he's been in top 5 in almost every category for the last 2 years shows your hatred.
Yeah.
It shows your hatred.
You know what I'm doing.
Hey, I also want to do something, and it's up to you guys. But I want to support 4 people to become Patreons
Oh, nice.
Oh, how about that?
Wow.
and stuff. So you get 4 new people that can become a
Well,
I know.
we're revamping the Patreon thing for the next season, so we'll talk to you about that.
Okay.
And I also,
That'd
Glenn,
be
just
fine.
added you. I got your email. I saw that you sent us an email, and I just added you successfully. So now you'll be getting the emails from us.
Okay. And that's pretty much just those off season and stuff. But yeah, I will support 4 people so that they could
That's
call
very
in
generous.
and stuff like that. Call in and be part of the show. I know not everybody can afford the thing, but you know,
You're a man for the people, Glenn.
help
We can't
people.
thank you enough for that.
Glenn.
That's very generous
Yep.
of you. You've done so
Yep.
much already. And I see
Yeah,
that you're
that-
asking
yeah.
for more roundtable merch. That's coming too, Glenn. I see you.
Yeah, I ain't seen no merch. I ain't seen no new merch. We don't have
Yeah,
no
we
new
don't
merch.
have any new merch yet, but our merch guys.
We don't even have a Drake
we're gonna
Mayo?
do together.
Yeah, come on, Glenn. That's what I was just saying that. I need a damn Drake May jersey. I stand behind this. Drake May, Jalen Polk,
I mean,
Javon Baker. All
You got new rookies coming in, and you don't have the shirts for them.
We got him. We're gonna get him for you, Glenn.
Hey, I mean, we got
Okay.
roundtable hoodies though.
Okay, I'll talk to you guys later. Enjoy your night.
See you,
All right,
Glenn.
Glenn.
Thanks, brother.
Yep.
Appreciate you as always, Glenn.
Okay. Bye
My
bye.
man, Glenn. My
Real
man,
talk
Glenn.
though, dropping those like right after the draft for like your top like picks or whatever, that would have been elite.
Yeah.
Next year, man. Next year.
Oh,
I
is
gotta
that
do
new merch that just came out?
Oh my God.
This new?
We're currently, yeah. I mean, this is available. You can get a Roundtable Sports logo hoodie We have a lot more coming, but this is available in all these different colors. You got that on the front and the back. I mean, they got a royal red. What's wrong?
That's fire. That's fire, bro.
Yeah, this shit is good, man. I'm about to be.
The back of it's
Damn.
that. I mean, this is just the beginning, by the way. This is just a little taste of what we're about to launch. You got a little logo in the pocket and on the back. You got it right there. I mean, you got.
And so what happened to
t-shirts.
like that like upside down buffalo hat that I?
Everything's coming through. Don't worry, Dan. We also got Under Armour dad hats available with this in the back. It's pretty fresh.
Oh, that is fire.
Are we switching up the color on those?
Right now we just got black,
Okay.
which is
So
pretty
we got-
clean.
Are we gonna
It
expand
is
to other
pretty
colors?
tough.
Yeah, this is just we just have 4 products, but this is just a taste of what's coming. So, got
Nice.
water bottles, snapback if you prefer that, or if you want the Under Armour, you got. I mean, the hoodie's so clean.
Bro, that's dope.
So
And those
stay
colors, man.
stay tuned. Stay tuned. That's
Dude,
just
we need
the
to
logo
start
merch.
like really brainstorming some new merch.
Yeah, we do.
Bro,
That's
I'm
coming up.
telling you, I got the ideas.
Dude, fuck.
All right. Well, Kobe, we'll get you on our business call. All right. Well, let's get into the next person on deck. Izzy
Is it?
smoking that hookah.
What up,
Let's
man?
go. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How y'all doing?
Excellent. How about yourself?
Now that we got the pleasure. It's coming, baby. Someone's getting the smoke tonight. Some from Lowski. I know it. So put your panties on, TD. Put your Brazos panties on. Oh, Lord have mercy. It's coming, man. OTAs, man. OTAs are going, man. Training camp right around the corner. Can't wait to see how things pan out. You know, Bills, you know, the Bills are going to surprise people this year, I guess. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly it's sarcasm, Dan. I got you. Bit sarcastic. Very surprising nobody. We whooping that ass. It's what's coming. But yeah, man. The John Jones thing, Kobe. I was just seeing. I looked it up while you were talking about it, and it said that he compared himself to Tom Brady, which I don't know. It makes kind of makes sense since he's got like 12 championship fight wins, so he's never lost in a championship. So I mean, I guess he kind of outdid Tom, but Super Bowls are a lot harder to get to than championship fights, if you ask me. But
100%.
still, 11 championship fights against that resume he's got is crazy. Even if some people say he did cheat, you know, so did Tom. So whatever.
There you go.
Take it how you get it, baby. The comparison is valid if you ask me. So whatever. But yeah, can't wait till football, man. I'm just like the lack of stuff to talk about is just wild right now. We're talking about.
That's why we got you.
Mini
Yeah,
camp will be
I know.
nice.
Yeah, I'm trying too, man.
Mini camp will be really nice when you have like all of the players actually there and it's mandatory, because once it's mandatory practices, you're gonna vamp those up a little bit more, because that's like your last true practices before training camp, and it's like 6-week gap between the two. So you know those are always like the most takeaways, you know, for the off season to start.
Yeah, well, when you're like the Bills and you have this many noobs, you know they all should kind of be there. You know, like you have so many new people. Like you better be there because your spot's not guaranteed. Like
yeah, for the Pats, yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
it's like
Izzy,
what I'm saying.
always
too.
a pleasure to hear from you, my friend.
yes, sir.
Salute
Till
to
next
you, my
week.
man. See you
Till
next week, Izzy.
brother.
Hey, boss.
I love the loyal. Like Izzy's been here. It feels like for how long? Since we started.
So I feel like we need some new Patreon members. I love all of our currents. All right, listen, I love seeing all the boys, but hoping next season we see some new faces in here.
Allison, Dan, you want to read the second super chat from Allison this time? $20. Glenn.
Allison, first off, thank you so much for your generosity. All right, I guess different rod, different team, and different number 8. That's OBJ in a square. I think he's going to retire a number 8. When he had his dispute, he didn't say nothing to him because he's different from Brett Favre. I certainly agree. So I think that 8 suits him, you know?
What the
We'll see
heck
what's
are
going
y'all
on.
even? What are you talking about?
Read it.
What?
Read it, TD. Read it.
What do you mean, TD?
Read it out loud. Thank you,
Ooh.
Allison.
What is number 8?
Aaron
So that's what
Rodgers.
he's wearing now.
It's number 8 right now.
Who? Aaron Rodgers?
Yeah,
Yeah.
look, this is what Allison said first, and then she's doubling down with the second one.
Oh, I thought she was saying something about OBJ.
Well, there you see
No,
the
no,
little
no.
OBJ.
It's like an emoji, but it doesn't pop through on like the software.
It's not actually OBJ. She didn't type that. It's forget it.
Oh, I'm
Thank
like,
you, Allison.
what does OBJ got to do with number 8?
Yeah, it's got nothing. Lascelles,
Okay, I'm confused.
member for 7 months. I forgot, Richie. What do you think of Jorge Lopez comment on the Met, bro? And see you in training camp.
Damn, bro. I thought that said George Lopez.
I don't even want to talk about that, Lascelles, man. Lascelles has got to bring up like stuff. Lascelles, I love you, man. I'll see you at Jets Media Day. I'll see you at training camp, actually. How about that? I love you, Lascelles. Appreciate you. All right, folks. We got one final caller. He's always the last one. The icing on the cake of a fantastic show. Welcome to the building, Mr. King Lowski.
Where's the hat?
AFC East Roundtable. How are we doing this evening, gentlemen?
We're doing good, man. How you doing?
Now that we got the pleasantries out the way, let's get down to business. I see last week some suckers was trying to sabotage my call and my link in the Patreon. But we ain't gonna talk about that because that same sucker that's laughing was probably the one that had something to do with it. But we gonna move on. Let's talk. Hey, you shut your mouth, son. You shut your doggone mouth.
That's all you
Let her caller speak,
Is your
TD.
quarterback back in OTAs? Is your quarterback back in OTAs?
Is your quarterback on the sideline playing with his
Because I don't see no
playing
type
with his
of
feet?
leadership from that tuna fish bum. And y'all ain't did enough.
you see
Y'all
them
ain't did
guys?
enough for that bum not to show up for OTAs. Talking about he lost 10 to 15 pounds. We don't give a damn about that. He better stay his ass in the pocket. Oh, I forgot he can't. Because y'all ain't got no damn offensive line. You bum ass, fraud ass fish. Get the fuck out of here. Sucker duck ass fish. Damn Mitchell, I know why you quiet. I know why you quiet, damn Mitchell. Because you know your damn team ain't going no damn where this year. You was sucked at the draft and y'all gonna suck this season. I know you disappointed about some damn Keon Coleman. He better get his snack ass eating last in line. I know that. He better stop eating them damn snacks because we gonna put some foots in his ass. You can best believe that, damn Mitchell. Get that sucker duck smirk off your damn face, knowing your team gonna be trash. Trash ass team.
Damn.
The hell out of here. Kobe, I don't even know why you be up here trying to act all intellectual. Oh, I believe the Patriots are going to do so well. No, the hell they ain't.
When did I say
pretty
that?
boy ass boy
When did I
gonna
say
get his
that?
ass knocked the hell out. You can
When
best
did I
believe
say
that. The Kobe, his own brother said he's a pretty boy, overrated bitch. You best believe we gonna put foots in his ass.
Pretty boy, huh?
The hell wrong with y'all? And the next time y'all sabotage my link, I'm gonna have to come find all y'all because I'm gonna be in Miami on the 8th. So y'all better prepare for the king because I'm coming. Miami, be ready. I was there last year. Y'all fraud ass ain't want no smoke. I don't give a damn if y'all won.
You coming to Miami?
Y'all showed up to the game late, and y'all wasn't a fan base of no type of excitement. Y'all trash as hell. So best believe, get ready for the king. And Glenn, the Patreon members you give a membership to, make sure they ass call in every week. Make sure they call in every week. JTF!
What about Richie? What about Richie?
JTF!
What about Richie? Don't you want to congratulate Richie?
Hey, hold up. Hey, hold up. That was the best call I've ever had from Lowski. Bro called me smart and pretty, all in the same call.
I thought he was talking about Drake May.
He said he said pretty boy, your brother, all this. He said
Didn't
Kobe,
Drake May's
pretty
brother?
boy. Man, thanks, Lowski. I needed that today. A little pick me up. I've been going to the gym. I've been taking care of myself. I'm glad you noticed, man.
Hey, you know what, man?
Crazy, man.
Listen, I'm excited to actually meet King Lowski where I'm not involved. I have no skin in the game, like in that game. I'm just going to be there chilling, just watching Dolphins.
Dan, dog, you know he's still going to come at your neck.
He say he going to which game?
Miami
Jets. Dolphins.
In Miami?
In Miami, yeah.
He lives down there.
On the 8th? Is that the 8th, Richie?
December?
Wait, King Lowski live in South Florida?
No. No.
I thought he was in Georgia, if I remember.
But he's down south.
Yeah,
He's in the southeast somewhere. I know that.
He's coming through. And by the way, Colby, he wasn't calling you pretty boy. He was saying that Drake May's brother even called him
Whatever
a pretty boy.
you gotta tell yourself, Richie. He called me.
Come on, man. Don't rip away the compliment. Colby, man.
Shout out to Christian Herrera. Just bought a logo trucker hat from the merch store. Salute to you, homie.
My dude.
That's what's up.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a Patriots fan.
A logo trucker hat, man. My boy.
Yeah.
Wait, who bought it?
A Pats fan bought it.
I think he got what did he get? A logo trucker hat?
Logo trucker hat, man.
There it is.
Yeah, AFC.
Let's go. That's fire. I ain't gonna hold you. I mess with that.
Come on,
Yeah,
Lo, would
I
you?
love the trucker hats. I love our trucker hats.
Yeah, those are fire. You need more of those. You need some with like the 4 of our faces on it. All of us just going like, this on a trucker hat. Man, I wear that shit hard.
Hey, trucker hat, link in the chat now. If you guys want to get one of those, link in the chat. There's a lot more merch coming, folks, so stay tuned. A lot more upgraded merch coming. Glenn says, I'm not jumping through a table. Bills fans do not even use the WWE tables.
No. We use real tables. Yeah.
Oh,
Love it.
Yep.
I might jump off a building, forget through a table if my team lost 4 straight Super Bowls. Happy with division titles. Are you kidding?
Hey, you know what, Henny? I'll tell you what, man. The thing you and I have in common, we've both witnessed the exact same amount of Super Bowl victories.
Come on, that was a great comment. This might be a all-timer.
It was.
Bad, dude. Y'all going out sad, bro.
Happy with division. Oh, Henny, never changed. That was freaking hilarious. Chris is here. He is the man who purchased a logo.
Let's go, Chris.
Trucker hat.
Nice.
We got Patriots fans representing,
Chris,
baby.
longtime supporter of us over at Patriots Global. So big shout
Oh,
out to
he's
my
a
boy.
Patriots fan?
Yeah.
Sorry to hear that, Chris. Sorry to hear that.
Why you sorry? You haven't won a playoff game since like the 1900s.
Hey, that's all right.
He's got a point. Well, folks, if you want to help us out, simply hit the like button because we are finishing up the show here. We hit over 200 likes. Let's get this up to more likes, baby. And then we have one final super chat. Andy is upset with the Jets' favoritism. There's favoritism towards the Jets on this channel?
And Andy, definitely don't worry about it because
I don't
it
think
only
so.
lasts until October, like every year. And so it lasts until October, and then it gets right again. Trust me.
Now we try to
It
spin
will
an narrative
correct
that we're
itself. Just let
favorites.
time correct it. That's all we got to say.
Yeah, that is true. The Jets around October, it's over. The Dolphins around January 1st, it's over. The Bills about January 15th, it's over.
Man, you kidding me? We got the whole Patriots Global squad out here. We got Keaton Talks. We got Chris out here. Man, we got everybody. We got Jason. Let's go.
It's over for the
Well,
Patriots.
shout out to you folks tuning into the show. We appreciate you guys. Thank you for tuning in to another AFC's Roundtable episode. Stay tuned for more of the updates for the events. Again, one last time, we already got some emails from you guys. I see them coming in right now. If you want to get on the priority list, please email us at afcsroundtable@gmail.com and let us know how many tickets and which game you're interested in coming to. We would love to host as many of you guys as possible, so don't forget to let us know. Email us at afcsroundtable@gmail.com to be added to the Roundtable Sports event priority list for the 2024 season. So thank you all. We will see you tomorrow on the Huddle at 3 p.m. And stay tuned. We have a lot of exciting Roundtable Sports announcements coming in terms of what we're doing and launching outside of just the events. So we'll see you guys soon. Stay tuned and have a great rest of your night. Peace.
Baby.